Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Just about halfway through the season and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knew all along that this new landscape of college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Hansen. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Might as well stick with him. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Sauer. Could not make his way to the corner.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd and short now from their own 48. On the option. Now the toss. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th and inches, maybe rethink things just for a moment. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but With the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
To the air, it's Mayava. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. There he goes. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
Running the red zone, it's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is good! And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating. Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
Man, most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
A spectacular one-hand grab.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you can tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it in. Made it look easy with those big hands.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. The play action fake. Moving away from pressure. Hit as he throws. Got his man.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great time between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Punts it out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium, after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get a W.
Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Penn State will spend its second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Missed the connection on second. Now looking at a 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On third down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is...
And he's got room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Ready to try the point after.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Handoff for Peoples. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got a man. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. A little release to the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. To the air, it's Beck. Big man has it, it's a 1st down and more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Working the big fella downfield and outside. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Hey, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll knock him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's Houston looking to push their record to 7-0. When you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got a man, it's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Run inside. It's Jordan. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. Touchdown USC! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Timeout, Penn State. Number 90, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Stepping to the right. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. got the back in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Catch in the middle. It's Mosley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running inside, it's Jordan. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Throws to the tight end, and he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and makes the grab in their space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense turning it on. Got enough for the first. 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Got his man on the right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
To throw, it's Beck. They're working that left side. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Stumbled to the ground.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Soft spot in the middle. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocused himself, got back in the film room. He looks like a different player this week.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Miller. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Miller. There's some room.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.